Welcome back, guys. Today we're gonna complete the GIT pathology series. Today we're gonna start the gastric pathology with the gastric inflammation. We call it gastritis. We have two types of infection in the gastric: acute gastritis and chronic gastritis. So, acute gastritis, it is erosion caused by drugs, burn, or upper motor neuron causes like Cushing ulcers. So the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug decrease the prostaglandin E2, causing decreasing in mucosa production. Burn causing hypovolemia, and so mucosal ischemia. We call it curling ulcer. Brain injury causing increased vagal stimulation, so increasing the acetylcholine production, which increases the HCl production. So we have two major causes of gastritis at all. We have mucosal cause and the HCl cause. If the mucosa become lower production of mucosa, that causing irritation or erosion of the stomach. Also increasing the HCl, also causing the erosion of the stomach. So we have a balance between the mucosa and the HCl secretion, because the HCl keep digesting the mucosa all the time. So we have a balance on increasing the mucosal protection. So what happens if the mucosa increasing in secretion? What will going on? So the mucosa increasing in secretion, we call it here menstrual disease. We're gonna talk about it after the gastritis. Especially common among the alcoholic and patient taking daily non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, like a patient with rheumatoid arthritis or all rheumatology disease. Most of rheumatology disease take a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug daily. So we have two sentences here to make it easy to memorize. Burned by curling iron are always tension in the brain. As I always say, these sentences, which are first put in each topics, for me it's not useful. Chronic gastritis. Chronic gastritis is a mucosal inflammation, often leading to atrophy, hypochloremia, leading to hypergastrinemia, and intestinal metaplasia, increasing risk of gastric cancer. As we said before, any metaplasia in any side of the body increasing the risk of cancer. So we said the metaplasia in the esophagus, Barrett's esophagus, risk factor for esophageal carcinoma, and here in the metaplasia of the stomach, increasing the gastric cancer. Also the same thing, because the hypochloremia changing in the media in the stomach, so with metaplasia will happen. We have two common causes, or the commonest causes for the chronic gastritis. It's the H. pylori and autoimmune cause. The H. pylori most common cause because it's increase the risk of peptic ulcer and mouth lymphoma. The H. pylori, as simply as quick I can, the H. pylori keep alkalinization the media in the stomach, so enhance the stomach to increase more HCl to return the media back to its acidity. So it affects the antrum first and spread to body of the stomach. Autoimmune antibody to the HK80 base on the parietal cell and to intrinsic factor, so increasing the risk of pernicious anemia. So as we said before, the intrinsic factor for the B12 absorption in the terminal ileum. So when it decreasing, it's increasing the risk factor for pernicious anemia. Affect the body fundus of the stomach. Not like the H. pylori, it affects the antral periphery, then spread to the body of stomach. Here it starts in the body and the fundus in the stomach up there. Menstrual disease, I said before, is increasing in production of mucosa, hyperplasia of gastric mucosa, leading to hypertrophied rogi. Rogi like a brain guy, right? Causes excess mucose production with resultant protein loss and parietal cell atrophy with decreased acid production. It is a precancerous disease. Here it is now a metaplasia, it's hyperplasia. We're gonna talk about the hyperplasia or hypertrophy and the metaplasia in details in pathology chapter next videos. The menstrual disease usually present with a wavy symptom. What is the wavy symptom? Wavy symptom here, W for a weight loss, and A for anorexia, V for vomiting, E for epigastric pain, and the last E for edema due to the protein loss. We have a decrease in osmolality in the blood, so that will shift the fluid from the blood to the extracellular fluid. Last topic in the gastric pathology is the gastric cancer. Most commonly gastric adenocarcinoma. We said in the esophagus it is maybe squamous cell carcinoma or adenocarcinoma depending on the site of the cancer. If it's in the lower third, it will be adenocarcinoma, but if it's in upper third, it will be squamous cell carcinoma. Here most commonly adenocarcinoma, and then lymphoma and GI stromal tumor or carcinoid is rare. Early aggressive local spread with node liver metastasis. First we start with the liver metastasis because the venous drain of the liver of the stomach, it is by the portal vein. It is celiac vein, then to the portal vein. Not celiac vein, I'm sorry, it's from the branches of the celiac vein. It is left gastric and the left gastroileoic. We talk about it in the previous two videos, I think, and the gastric blood supply. So, often present with a late weight loss, abdominal pain, early satiety because the cancer will take place in the stomach, and in some cases, acanthosis nigricans or lesser trilate sign associated with the body type A. As we said, we have acanthia nigricans and lesser trilate sign. Here we have a lesser trilate sign. It is seborrheic keratosis in the back of the body. Usually gastric cancer associated with the blood type A. Intestinal associated with H. pylori, dietary nitrosomes, smoked food usually, because that's why the stomach cancer is very common in the Asian, in China. So it is smoked food is a risk factor for gastric cancer. Also tobacco, alchlorhydria, chronic gastritis, commonly on lesser curvature, look like ulcer with raised margin. We have a diffuse gastric cancer not associated with H. pylori, most cases due to E. cadherin mutation in the chromosome. So, signs ring cell, mucin filled with cells with the peripheral nuclei. Stomach, sign ring cell. Here we have a sign ring cell. We have to focus a little bit. We have this ring here as we saw, and the nucleus in the here. and the nucleus in the peripheral. Also we have it here and here also. This is the nucleus, the dark blue one. Stomach wall grossly thickened and laterally limeted plastica. Increase hyperplasticity. Virchow node, it is the node that means involvement of the cancer in the GIT tract at all, but it is most common to be enlarged in the stomach. Virchow node in the supraclavicular in the left side. It is at the end of the thoracic lymphatic tract. That's why it's bring the lymph drain from the GIT tract. Krakenberg tumor, bilateral metastasis to ovary, abundant mucin secreting signed ring cell. Also we have a signed ring cell here as this image. We have a nucleus at the periphery. Sister Mary Joseph nodule, subcutaneous para-umbilical metastasis. The plumber shell, palpable mass on digital rectal exam suggesting metastasis to recto-uterine pouch of Douglas. These all of signs we found it in the gastric carcinoma, Virchow node, supraclavicular node, Krakenberg tumor, bilateral metastasis to the ovary, Sister Mary Joseph nodule, para-umbilical nodule, and plumber shelf. It is a palpable mass in pouch of Douglas. Pouch of Douglas, it is at the lower part of peritoneum, just at the back and below the uterine.